Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Sri Ramakrishna was describing the mother's role in the life of an individual, how precious and how most honorable and adorable personality is mother. In that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before he takes sannyasa, he pleads, he pesters mother till the last moment to give him permission. When he says, I cannot live in a household, I have to go, because he has purpose to fulfill. His incarnation is to teach mankind. By leaving also, after he leaves and takes sannyasa with the mother's permission, he comes back, and when he stands in front of his house to take bhiksha, his wife comes and bows down and says, are you renouncing me? Are you rejecting me? Are you deserting me? He says, no, why should I? You are one among the whole world whom I love. I cannot limit myself to the family now. The whole world belongs to me. And you too are included in that. I am not giving you up. How I accept the world, how I accept all the people, so also you are. So also mother and all these people, family people are. I am not giving up anybody. I am expanding my family to the world level. And if I live with you, even then I will not be able to teach. I have completely restricted that I cannot teach anybody. Then she accepts. And he leaves his paduka, the sandals, and just moves away. With that, she asks, what shall I do? Take the name of God and spend your rest of life. And she accepts that. So that is how that permission and wholeheartedly they give, because they know what is there in the world. Empty world, great suffering. They have to constantly and bound for their life. Had no freedom to individually go even for a few days and stay alone. After marriage, the soul is bound and it is sacrifice, great sacrifice of the total freedom forever. That they must be able to accept. That is the price they pay for the small household limitations that are put upon them, which, if properly used, leads to realization of God as much as the sannyasa marga. Pravritti marga, nivritti marga, both are margas. One is passing through the city, another is passing through the bypass. So both are going to meet in the same end of realizing. If it is misused, and then it will be very difficult. But if you misuse by chance, you'll be bound forever. From one hell to another hell you'll be moving. From one problem to another problem you'll be jumping, never to escape. So, householder's life, if properly, just to follow dharma and live, you'll smoothly carry over, cross over and reach the goal. In that context, Sri Ramakrishna said, I shall see you every now and then. He promises his mother. Only when Chaitanya explained to her, thus did she give permission. Narada could not go to forest to practice austerity as long as his mother was alive. He had to take care of her. After her death, he went away to realize God. Many times, even when we were young and we were almost volunteers, like we are going to the mud, many were there who wanted to renounce, who did not get married just because the mother is alive, or father is alive alone, nobody to look after, old age has entered. They stayed back, and these people, the elderly people, the expectation was 80 years or 75 years, another few years they may, another 15, 20 years they may live. And then I'll be free, I can take sannyasa. But that day never came because they lived almost 100 years when these people were already in old age. So they were, what did I do? But that sacrifice was necessary. But the time once gone is gone. With total trust in God, to live and come, even if there is no other support, God will take care. If a person renounces for the sake of God realization, for the sake of God, and for service of humanity, he has nothing to worry about the family or the dependents. Everybody, everything is taken care by the Lord because it is His duty now. Suppose even after Grahastha if somebody wants to renounce, if the concerned person gives permission to part, the whole thing will be taken care by the Lord Himself personally, not through Prakriti directly. When he renounces the world for the sake of God, he will be taken. A girl, grown-up girl, if he renounces and go with the permission of his wife and mother, then the responsibility of marrying that girl is God's responsibility. If loan is there unpaid, it is God's responsibility to repay it. That much of security is given, that much of freedom is given to the jiva to renounce for God. Nothing can bind him if he is going on the path to realization of God. Narada could not, and as long as mother was alive, he had to take care of her. After her death, he went away to realize God. Sri Ramakrishna is telling this. When I went to Vrindavan, I felt no desire to return to Calcutta. It was arranged that I should live with Gangama, a great woman, saint of Vrindavan. She was an old lady in Vrindavan, a noted saint. She was not allowing him to go. You be with me here. She saw the ecstatic state of Sri Ramakrishna and she wanted. Everything was settled. My bed was on one side and the Ganga Mas on the other. I resolved not to go back to Calcutta. I said to myself, how long must I eat Kaivarta's food? No, said the Hriday to me. Let us go to Calcutta. He pulled me by one hand and Gangama pulled on the other. I felt an intense desire to live at Vrindavan. But just then, I remembered my mother. That completely changed everything. She was old. I said to myself, my devotion to God will take its wings if I have to worry about my mother. Sitting here to worry about mother, who is on the last stages of her life, and how much she will be toiling, because he never differentiated Divine Mother from his mother. And same Divine Mother and Mother he saw in his wife also, worshipped as Kali, the Arishta Devata. So I would rather live with her, then I shall have peace of mind and be able to meditate on God. To Narendra, why don't you say a few words to Hazra about going home? The other day he said to me, yes, I shall go home and stay there 3 days. But now he has forgotten all about it. To the devotees, the problem of Hazra and his family people and all are requesting just to visit once and go back. He is not going. In that context, how mother is panting for him, and just to go down and come, he is not able to do. He doesn't want to do. To the devotees, we have talked about filthy things, Gospada and things like that, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Now chant the name of Hari. Let there be dish of rice pudding and sweets after ordinary lentils. Narendra began to sing. These are all the direct instructions Sri Ramakrishna is giving. Don't waste your time in unnecessary discussions, hair-splitting discussions. And there is no time. Human life is so short. You have no time to give attention to anything. You have to rush forward and go. Do all your duties as an offering, as a worship unto God, and keep moving. Don't divert your attention to anything else other than calling on God and doing all the duties with great love and sacrifice as a worship unto God. Only 2 duties now a sadhaka has got. 1, 2, wherever there is need, don't thrust yourself into any activity. But when activity is given, provided for your evolution, and when the activity is inevitable part of your life, do it with great love and sacrifice. It is a worship unto God. Unasked, undemanded, undesired duties come, and we have to do that. And then call on God. To the devotees, Narendra began to sing. Fasten your mind, O man, on the primal Purusha, who is the cause of all causes, the stainless one, the beginningless truth. As prana, he pervades the infinite universe. The man of faith beholds him, living, resplendent, the root of all, beyond the senses, eternal and essence of consciousness. He shines in the cave of the heart, adorned with holiness, wisdom, and love. By meditating on him, man is delivered from grief. O countenance ever serene, the inexhaustible ocean of virtue. None can fathom his depths, yet freely of his own grace does he reveal himself to those who come to his feet for shelter. Merciful since they are helpless, and he is ever forgiving, the giver of happiness, the ready help in the sea of our woe, unswearingly just, bestowing the fruit of our deeds, good and ill. Yet he is the fount of compassion, the ocean of mercy brimming with love. Even to hear of his great glory suffices the eyes with tears, suffuses the eyes with tears. Gaze on his face and be blessed. Your heart is hungry for him, O man, bright with unspeakable beauty, peerless and without stain. No words can ever describe him. Be a beggar before his gate and worship him day and night, beseeching him for his grace. A long song Narendra is singing. Fasten your mind, O man, to the primal Purusha, who is the cause of all causes. This world in which we are living is bound by time, space, and causation. Three important things. Time is bound by time, and then bound by space, and bound by law of causation, cause and effect. Whatever you see in this world, it's bound by law of cause and effect. I have a chair here on which I am sitting. It is here in this fashion because of a definite thing it has passed through. There is a definite cause for which this is here in this shape. I am here in this condition. There is a definite cause behind. Cause and effect, cause and effect. If there is a cause, there is a same effect on it. So law of cause and effect. Behind everything as it is, there is a definite and clear cause for which it has become like this. So everything, cause and effect. The whole world has come into existence. There is a definite cause. Innumerable jivas are there. It is for the jiva's sake the universe is there. When it dissolves, just like we sleep, it cannot exist independently for long. I cannot remain awake indefinitely. Maximum 1.5 days, 2 days, 3 days you can keep yourself vigil. But you have to go back to your home, inside, to the spiritual existence, and then come back. Daily, once at least, you have to visit and come back. Look at that. You cannot. Similarly, the whole universe has to dissolve. This is microcosm, universe is macrocosm. Just like I sleep and wake up, the whole universe goes back to its causal form, merges in the absolute existence, again appears. Shrishti Sthiti Pralaya. The cycle constantly goes on and on and on, endlessly. So this, we go cyclic for some time, this body becomes useless, worn out, jirna. Then another body. I am traveling from body to body endlessly, and going back to the source ultimately. And otherwise you'll be going on a merry-go-round, never to end. When our vasanamaya sharira, it gives up the vasanas, And the day you give up all the vasana, to make the sankalpa to give up the past vasanas, past tendencies you have acquired, the day onwards, the slowly, from merry-go-round, you'll be slowly coming up, spiral. You'll be going upward. As much the vasanas get vasana kshaya, as much the unwanted, the worldly vasanas, all other vasanas, spiritual vasanas, good vasanas will remain. Bad vasanas, when you get rid of, the soul starts evolving, evolution. Slowly it starts going, evolving. Otherwise, if you continue, if you don't give a breakthrough, then it will be just going from one body to another. Whatever tendency I have created, same thing. At the time of death, whatever desire is there, it will take you. Whatever tendencies are pending, will take you. Whole life, he builds up a family, this, that, and all, property, and all this. Last, he leaves and goes to begin the same way again. And some people he will gather as mine, he goes and takes birth, and again the same samsara, sukha dukkha, bandhana, and never to end. When a breakthrough, a grace of divine, a contact with a holy man, something happens in the journey, it makes him suddenly awake to the realities. He's in a dream world, and the world is constantly enticing, calling as if, take. The moment you catch, world is so beautiful. Just you should not enter into it, to look at it so beautiful. The moment you touch it, it starts giving pain. It catches you, and it will not leave. It's very difficult to escape from and then wherever you go and you think this is going to give me enjoyment, and hold it, and it has held you. And the enjoyment has escaped. It has evaded. You're holding only the external, and which is going to give you pain and bondage. You cannot escape anymore. Again, nature, out of compassion, dissolves that body and then gives a new birth. All the memories are totally erased. None of us remember our past life. But you see, all memories at the time of death, all the memories are deleted. Temporary separation is sleep, permanent separation is death. In temporary separation, all the knowledge, memories, desires, ambitions, everything is kept in seed form. Again, while waking up, you bring it back. But when you leave the body and go, these are deleted. Your tendencies, only two things that you go with you is your karma phala and your vasana. Whatever you have done in your life, karma, good and bad, you have to pay for it. You have to reap its fruit. Whatever, good for good, bad for bad. So, karma and karma phala. And another is the vasanas, tendency you have created. Each karma has two effects. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. But when it comes to the law of karma, the same law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect, when it's applied to human life, it becomes law of karma. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. Whatever you do, it comes back to you like a boomerang. It comes back. Good for good, bad for bad. Apart from this, each karma has a tendency created. This tendency created is going to take you to the further. It doesn't end. Now I started liking sweet meat. Once I ate, children you can see, once they eat, they are next eat. It demands. Eating is one thing, its reaction is something. It may give me joy, energy, this, that and all. Apart from that, I want to eat second time. The moment I remember that, I want to eat again, it starts craving for that. Whenever he sees, he becomes restless. I want that, I want that. This tendency, apart from the karma phala, his tendency to again run behind it is called vasana. Lives after lives, we go on acquiring it more and more. Each time you enjoy an object, its intensity goes on increasing. And it again and again, it makes the old memory, once brought back to mind, becomes immediate memory. The enjoyments left to themselves without again entering into the enjoyments, it will fade away slowly. Without watering, they will die away. But once you enjoy again, the whole thing regenerates. It becomes fully alive. And as you go on enjoying, it goes on expanding. And momentum becomes like a vehicle. You are increasing the accelerator. Very difficult to stop. After you apply the brake, it drags the vehicle through so many feet or so many meters. That momentum is called the vasana. There are two, for every action, you have two reactions, karma phala and vasana. The vasanas take you further in that direction. Karma phala gives sukha dukkha and goes away, dissolves. Karma phala will not give you problem. It gives sukha dukkha and goes away. Vasanas again take you inside. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.